Hey guys, so welcome back to Judgment. Let's carry on where we left off. We're bouncing over to Tender, which is where Saori has escorted the hostess that was dealing with Hashiki on the night he got beaten to a pulp, much like these guys are about to as well. Only I'm gonna make sure they don't die a few days later like he did. Which is quite interesting, because he didn't make the news, which leads us to believe that he was murdered by a professional. I mean, he definitely should have had his death reported on. Not like these mugs. No one will miss him whatsoever. Miyazaki, congratulations on your Game of the Year. Sorry, pal.
And stay down.
It'll just look like you drank too much at the Game Awards, I think. Ah, my two favorite ladies. Actually, Mafuyu's not here, but it's okay. Saori is, and she's dressed in the same clothes that I gave her. I must say, humble brag, she does look pretty awesome, you know what I mean?
Sorry, son.
Took you long enough. This is Mika-san.
Sorry, I don't bounce like you
Hey,
guys.
I'm Yagami. Mind if I join you?
Be my guest.
Thank you. Actually, you know what? Mafuyu is here. She's the hostess in disguise. I
This is
forgot.
the man you served 6 months ago? You're certain?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay,
We already discussed Hashiki and Shono. Mika-san was at their table, without a doubt.
so give me the deets. Lay it on me.
That's Shono-san, right?
Yep,
Yeah. What were they like?
shy little toad.
I guess nothing stood out about them more than any other pair of businessman types.
Fair enough.
Hashiki-san complained about his boss, while Shono-san just nodded and smiled.
What was Hashiki saying?
He was going on and on about this Kido-san guy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about that new dementia drug, 89?
Oh, who hasn't?
Yeah, I'm kind of familiar.
Not surprised. They used to talk about it on TV a bunch. Anyway, apparently Kido-san's kind of a big shot guy on the 89 research team.
And Hashiki and Shono were talking shit about him?
Oh my.
Yeah. Sounds like Kido-san was getting wined and dined by all sorts of people who wanted to profit off 89.
Question is, does it
From
exist?
what I heard, not all those deals were above board.
Secret deals, huh? Is Kido-san working with the yakuza?
Hashiki-san didn't give specifics, but he did say 89 could buy a lot of influence. And about the cut he'd be getting later. He seemed like a really shady guy, actually.
I'm not surprised.
Interesting.
You remember a lot about Hashiki, huh?
I gotta say, you remember a lot for a conversation that happened 6 months ago.
Unfortunately, I think she has
Can you
PTSD
blame
from
me?
it.
The poor man got beaten to death right afterward. I replay this a lot.
Right. Sorry.
Sorry to bring it up.
And at that point, I already knew about 89. See, my grandma has pretty bad Alzheimer's. So, I was hoping they'd release it to the public soon.
Right.
I'm sure that made the conversation stick out to you.
Yeah. When I heard Kido-san was just another slime ball, I don't know.
Lost all hope, huh?
Broke my heart.
Tragic.
See, the question is, does 89 reverse the effects of dementia or just prevents the onset of it? You know, because if your grandmother is already suffering hard from Alzheimer's, it's possible the drug wouldn't even work on her, right? How was Shono acting? He's the one who
How was
left
Shono
and
acting
separated.
that night at the club?
Well, he spent most of the night staring at my chest.
Oh, kind of like I am right now. As the camera angle lowers.
Maintain eye contact, Yagami-san.
Sorry, yeah.
Shono-san seemed more interested in being a creep than indulging him, though.
He gives me that kind of
I
vibe,
don't
I
think
have
he
to
was
say.
listening to Hashiki-san then?
Nope. Didn't seem like it.
Disgruntled boss on one side, closet perv on the other.
Closet perv.
Then, out of the blue, Hashiki-san said this.
There's something fishy going on with 89, I just know it.
Did he have any idea what it was?
Exactly like that.
What did he say again? Something about fabrication or falsification.
Data fabrication? Falsifying the effects of the drug?
I'd say the
Yeah,
former.
that was it. He kept going on about how 89 was too good to be true.
Though it could be the latter
And
too.
how weird it is that it just came out of nowhere.
So he brought Shono to the club to try and figure out if 89 was real.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What did Shono say?
Just, there's nothing fishy about it.
But then Hashiki-san yelled back,
I don't believe that for a second.
it was kind of awkward seeing how desperate he was.
He definitely didn't want
Makes
that.
sense he'd be desperate, though.
I mean, he wanted that deal to go through, sorry.
He promised this guy Kajihira he'd shut down the ADDC.
Did the name Kajihira come up?
Did you ever hear Hashiki mention a Kajihira?
Kajihira.
It's a big construction company based out of Kansai. Basically, Hashiki was working for this Kajihira, trying to shut down the ADDC.
He wanted to clone Kamurocho 5
I
times.
thought Hashiki-san was super important, like vice director or something.
Yep.
He was. Kajihira's money was too much for him to refuse, though.
Either way, I don't remember hearing them talk about a Kajihira.
Okay, that's fine. I suspected as much because we had the option to dismiss you right after we got the information about Shono. That's all, thanks.
For this, Mika-chan. You must be exhausted.
That's all of them?
Yeah, you helped us more than you know. Be safe on your way back.
Thank you.
I was talking to
What time's your
her,
shift
but yeah, you
start,
too as well, sorry.
Saori-san?
Sorry. I'm not coming back tomorrow.
One and done.
It was a one-night thing. I got to see a side of myself I didn't know I had, though.
Man, this stinks. You're so pretty, Saori-san, and I was pumped to learn more from you.
I don't think I have much left to teach. I might be able to help you, though. As a friend.
Aw. There we go.
You're a lawyer?
Let me know if you ever get into trouble.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never been friends with a lawyer before. This is like super cool.
They're pretty handy. I gotta say.
Thanks so much. Bye now.
I speak as a husband of one.
That was amazing, Saori-san. You really pulled through for us.
It's fine.
Come on, I'll walk you back to the office. I want to review what we learned with Hoshino-kun and the others.
Sure.
Yeah. You might want to get out of that get-up, though, before Hoshino sees you. Otherwise, I don't think he'll be concentrating very much. Okay. Some more information on both Shintani and the Hashiki murder. Cool. We can review once we get to the Gendo Law office. In fact, actually, we should probably review now so we're prepared for our little meeting. We start with the Hashiki murder. According to numerous reports, Hashiki was last seen outside of Queen Rouge, a local cabaret club near the scene of the attack, allegedly seeing off his colleague, Yoichi Shono, 35, when he got into a brief altercation with a man in a black raincoat. That all sounds familiar. It's been speculated that Hashiki planned on selling out the ADDC, effectively shutting it down once the ADDC gained public notoriety. Began to express doubts about 89. Okay, so that's all stuff I feel is familiar. That's Hashiki's autopsy report. Assailant thought to have worn gloves. No fingerprints were found. Mika is our latest person of interest. She entertained Hashiki and Shono on the night the former was murdered. Sorry, not arrested. She mentioned Hashiki was rambling about some kind of secrets. Okay. And meanwhile, over here with Shintani, I don't quite know what we've got updated. Just Kido, infamous for accepting bribes and rumored to have criminal ties. Okay. Come on, Saori. Keep up, will ya? On those heels. We're back, and everyone's here. Kaito, Genda.
Welcome back.
There we go.
You're so beautiful, Saori-san.
It's all thanks to me.
Like
No,
a
I shouldn't say
puppy.
that.
You should dress like that all the time, Saori-kun.
Wow.
Yeah, good luck finding clients.
Sheesh, it was bad enough walking down
I'm
the street
changing.
for her. Now she arrives at her place of work, and everyone's got comments to say, poor girl.
There's
Back
a
to
good
being
chance
incognito.
Hashiki's murder was premeditated, just like Chairman Kajihira suspected.
That's the conclusion you and Saori-kun reached?
Yeah, Hashiki thought something was up with 89, doubted the authenticity of the research, seemed convinced they had fabricated data. He was desperately searching for proof before he died.
So someone must have overheard the
Is
conversation.
there anything actually wrong with it?
Or Shono signaled the
I tried
hitman.
analyzing the paper myself to find out, but it's like it was written in a different language.
German?
I'm searching for someone more knowledgeable as we speak. But nobody seems to suspect any foul play, not even online.
Yet Hashiki was still searching for issues, and if he had managed to find one,
The ADDC would be long gone by now.
Then they murdered Hashiki to keep the secret safe?
Don't be ridiculous. Who would kill a man just to protect a research paper?
It might
You'd be
not be as
surprised.
unlikely as you think.
People have killed
The
for
ADDC
far less.
has been bringing in billions of government yen ever since they published that paper. With that much cash involved, bumping someone off wouldn't be out of the question.
Gotta keep the money
The
machine
question
churning.
is, who killed Hoshki?
The culprit made it so Hoshki wouldn't die immediately. He had to be pretty skilled, and also a bit of a gambler too, because if Hoshki did recover, he could have spilled the beans.
A professional assassin, if I had to guess. The man in the black raincoat.
If he was an assassin, that would mean someone hired him.
Yep.
Yeah. Someone who wanted to protect 89 and the ADDC. But who?
Is it
Can't
someone
begin
we've
to
met
imagine.
already, or
But apparently
or what?
Kido was out hyping up 89, raking in tons of dirty money in the process. Guy might even be involved with the yakuza.
You're really suspicious of him, Yagami-san.
Yeah, I have plenty of reason to
Well,
be.
if it looks like a rat.
Maybe Shintani got too close to the truth, and Kido offed him for it.
But why was Shintani investigating it in the first
The
place?
thought has crossed my mind. Don't think we can say that for sure without looking more into Kido, though.
But judging from our last visit, that won't be as easy as you make it sound. He's practically a celebrity at this point.
Well, maybe if we can't get him to talk, prosecutor's office can.
Huh? What do you mean?
I have a meeting tomorrow.
I've got a meeting with Izumida tomorrow. They're calling me in.
Isn't that the prosecutor who was trying to get you arrested?
Yep.
He can try all he wants. That's what this meeting's about.
No chance in hell he agrees to help us then.
All
We'll see.
depends on how this little chat goes.
I can make a
If I
deal.
can convince him I'm innocent, I'll clear my name and put the squeeze on Kido all in one fell swoop.
Okay, that's optimistic. Let's
What are you
one battle at a
planning,
time,
Yagami-san?
Yagami. I don't know, but I'm nervous.
Yo, everything's really falling into place.
Is it?
Guess it's good we let Saori-san handle the cabaret, huh?
She did good. She did very good. Hoshino, please don't give her a hard time.
You can talk to Izumida tomorrow, but you better not get arrested over there. Promise me.
No promises. It depends on what they've got on me, right?
I feel like we did good work today.
We did.
Go home and relax, Yagami-san. You have a big day tomorrow.
Thanks for all your help, Saori, and thank you for your cooperation. Wearing that dress and all, I know.
Don't
It was
know
out of
if
your
I should
comfort
be
zone.
saying this, but it's been a while since I felt this alive.
Oh no.
This case is just about reaching its tipping point. I'd be out there too if my knees weren't so damn creaky.
Poor Genda hasn't felt this much alive. It's because he stole all of Shintani's soul energy. Alright, back to our office. Let's rest up. Hopefully we don't run into some trouble along the way. Well, we made it. Hopefully there's no one lying in wait, ready to pluck my eyes out, given that I've been heavily investigating this, far more than Shintani has. Gift for Ricking Renchi Honda. Red Pyrazine and blue Pyrazine. Cool. Oh, I didn't lock my office. That's concerning. Okay, no one's hiding under the couch. We're in the closet. Just making sure everything's fine. Okay, we're good. Rest up. Yay, I'm still alive in the morning. It's always a good sign. I just feel so exposed in here, you know? Hello?
Yo,
Ayabe. Bloody hell.
got a message for you from Kuroiwa. Says to drop by the Tokyo Public Prosecutor's office. Izumida's waiting for you.
Alright.
Why'd you have to come here to tell me that? Would have been easier to talk on the phone.
Thanks for the rude
Got a
awakening.
bad feeling about all this.
Huh?
Feels like I'm never gonna see you again if you get yourself locked up now.
Okay.
Come on, don't be like that. Even if I do get arrested, I won't say a word about your little side job.
Oh.
That's what you're worried about, right?
Yep. I might have to send someone to bump you off in prison if you rat me out.
Okay.
Like you could pull that off. Aren't you busy dusting off Kuroiwa's boots?
I'm laying low, that's all.
Right.
Speaking of, I have a question for you now that you're off your leash. Why do they think I killed Shintani? They have to have a reason, right?
Because his body was found in your office.
You've got her now.
Plus,
Well,
you two had beef.
funny enough, I don't. Kuroiwa won't share a shred of info with anyone but his closest partners. Not sure why.
Gotcha.
Now, get over to the prosecutor's office. Sorry, but you gotta cover your own cab fare.
Yeah, I know.
Now I'm starting to wonder, do they have anything on me at all? Like, or are they just trying to bait me into coming into their inner circle of some kind? Perhaps. They seem really insistent on holding me in, you know? But if they're not sharing their evidence with anyone else, I mean... It's not like they have massive leaks. Yeah, they've got Ayabe, but... He comes at a price, and they got their eye on him. A close eye on him, I should say. Mafuyu probably doesn't have access to too much stuff. Especially now that they've got their eye on her, too. Considering she risked everything to share that info with me down at the casino. Who's this from? Oh, God, you want me to deal with them now? I got a meeting with the prosecution. Okay? I bet you if I go to my meeting, Kim's gonna be upset that I thought of myself keeping myself out of prison before protecting the community. Well, since I could be going to prison for a long time, I suppose I should get warmed up and practice beating up some tough criminals, right? There's one just right over here. Oh, it's Big Guy. Hey, pal.
Yagami!
Oh, found you, Yagami. They said if I squash you into the ground, they'll give me a nice big reward. Nothing personal, but I'm gonna have to mince you into tiny little pieces now. After that. It's chow time! Okay. How about... I think what they're offering you that's big is probably a new shirt. How about that? Because no one needs to see your midriff, pal. It's too much, even for Kamurocho. Can't quite juggle you, you're a heavy lad. That'll have to do. Okay, I think I have to wait for you to do your little animation here before I can do some damage. So go ahead.
You crossed the line!
Did I?
Let's go then!
Uh-oh. Oh, nice try. Oh. Damn. A little bit of breaker involved there. Oh. That is sick. Holy shit, he's almost down. Well,
What a waste.
looks like the only thing you're eating is shit. On the pavement. Okay. One down. Who else is around? Oh, all the way over there? Jeez. Oh, and I've got that side case over here, too. Might check what that's all about. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Ugh. This one I wanted to save someone. Look! She's under attack! I can't believe this guy's just ignoring us. It's fine. You know what? I'll deal with you in a bit. Ooh. Oshiro. Ow! God. Anyone say you look like Honda?
What a waste.
Right. Okay, you two. What's going on here?
No!
Please, leave me alone. Why? Why can't we be together?
What's that supposed to mean?
I told you I'm not interested. Don't make me call the police. But why aren't you interested? You just aren't seeing me for who I am. I'm a nice guy. You know, I'm nice. You're obligated to like me. Hey, I think she's being pretty clear, man. Back off. Huh? Who are you? What's she to you? To me? He's my boyfriend. Huh?
Huh?
Oh, what? Oh. Yes, I am.
Hey, so...
And as my boyfriend, you weren't going to tolerate a stalker, right? Stalker? No way. How could I miss that you got a boyfriend? I've been stalking you pretty well, I think. Well, better keep up the charade.
Hey.
You heard her. You mess with her. You mess with me. So I'd get lost if I were you. And he's really strong. He's a black belt, so don't even think about it. I get it. He's why you won't love me. I just have to kill him. I just have to eliminate the hypotenuse in this love triangle. Oh, he's actually walking away. What do you know?
so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for playing along. I'm just glad it didn't come to blows. I guess he saw me take out that Keihin gang squadron over here and then he knew better. I'm Nanami Matsuoka. I work in an office nearby.
It's me.
well, it's me, a local detective. You should know who I am. It's me. Okay? This is Yagami. So that guy's been stalking you, huh?
Certainly.
Yeah, and he's been getting more and more persistent. I'm at my wit's end. His name's Takeda, and he's been following me around off and on for about a year. A year? Wow. Sorry you've had to deal with that. It's been kind of a nightmare. Just lately, he even figured out where I live. It's pretty terrifying, actually. Hope you've taken some precautions.
Oh, Yagami-san.
I just hope he's not going to bother you now that he thinks you're his rival. Rival? I'll be fine. On the other hand, maybe it'll make him give up. Kinda doubt it.
Yagami-san.
Don't let him hurt you, Yagami-san. I'd hate to see you get stabbed or something. Right. Thank you for dragging me into this potential stabbing situation. I'll be careful. It's fine, I don't blink. I'm hardly going to miss a blade coming my way. You said you were a detective, right, Yagami-san? Is a stalker something I should consult you about?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm not picky about my jobs, although I don't really know what I could do about a stalker. You're better off getting a restraining order, I suppose, but even then we know how useless they can be.
Of course.
Great. Can I get your contact info then? Sure. Here. This is Yagami Detective Agency. Is that a smartwatch?
Of course.
Yeah, they're pretty popular now, huh? I can watch videos and even send messages on it. Wow. All that from a tiny little screen on your wrist. I'd get one myself if I could afford to splurge, but I've been kind of decking out my drone, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm still figuring it out myself. Anyway, I'll be in touch. Cool. New clients. Hey, the threat's down to 38% that entire time. Well, we've arrived at the prosecutor's office. I feel underdressed. Mal for you?
I've been waiting for you, Yagami-san.
Rolling out the red carpet, huh?
Izumida was hoping you'd lower your guard if I was the first person you saw here.
Well, that's great.
The man never changes. He loves his mind games.
Yagami-kun, how did they convince you to come?
I heard your pal Izumida wants to chat. And depending on what I say, he may or may not try to arrest me.
I'm not sure it'll be quite like that.
Really?
Huh? Then what's it gonna be?
Is it a surprise birthday party or
Well,
something?
You're about to get thrown to the wolves.
Hey, Muffle.
Why does everything sound so ominous? God.
Excuse me. I've brought Yagami-san.
It's like I'm walking into a firing line or something. Oh, the whole committee.
Huh. Even the chief prosecutor's in on this.
Howdy, boys.
Come in.
I'd have come in my suit and tie, but, you know, well, I thought I'd come in the clothes I slept in. That's how much I care about this.
So these are the wolves. A room full of prosecutors, huh?
Yagami-sensei, I believe Kuroiwa-san already told you this, but we want to talk to you about Shintani-sensei's murder.
You do your due diligence this
However,
time?
this is not a courtroom. And we're not strangers. Or wolves. Just try to relax.
Yeah, relax, right.
Sure, kick my
I'm
feet
not
up.
telling you what you want to hear, though. You want me to say I killed Shintani, right? Sorry, not happening.
Don't you dare edit the recording.
The burden of proof's on you, anyway. So why don't we start there? Why do you think I did it?
Yagami-sensei, where were you on the night of Shintani-sensei's murder?
Answer my question with another question? That's not very nice.
Do you have an alibi for that evening?
Well, you see.
You heard of a company called KJ Art? The place is a front for some Kansai Yakuza, the Kyorei clan. On the night of the crime, I was near there with their captain, Shioya. He'll back my story up, I'm sure.
And care to explain why Shintani-sensei's corpse was found in your office?
Someone broke in.
I was hoping you could tell me. Maybe the real killer could answer that for you.
Naturally. That's why I called you here.
Ooh, cheeky. Damn it. They had no intention of listening to what I had to say from the start. You're just realizing that now, Yagami? I thought you were a detective.
Mind if I interject?
Go right ahead.
By all
Moritsu-san.
means.
Yagami-san, You stole a look at Shintani-sensei's call history before the police arrived, yes?
I sure did.
Not long before his death, he placed a call to the Advanced Drug Development Center. Knowing that, you barged into the center and interrogated both Kido-san and Shono-san.
Yes.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because I suspect them to be
I wanted to figure out
responsible.
what made Shintani a target. Who wanted him dead?
Is that not the police's job?
I'm a private
I couldn't leave
investigator.
it to them. Or the prosecution. After all, you guys have a bad habit of going after the wrong guy. Kinda like right now.
I see. So you mean to imply someone else killed Shintani?
I'm not implying anything. I'm outright
Do you have
stating
anything
it.
that could prove that claim?
The burden of proof is on you guys. I don't have to prove shit, okay? But let's not antagonize him. Let's say that's why I'm here.
That's the only reason I'm here.
I need your help.
Oh, how responsible of you.
The prosecution's proven unreliable after all. I've been working my ass off because of you guys. Now, can we begin?
Yes, you have the floor, Yagami.
Wow, I'm allowed to speak. What do you know? This is to my benefit, too. This way I can find out how the prosecution sees Shintani's case.
Before we get to Shintani's murder, there are a few things I need to cover. 1 year ago, the ADDC published a research paper on a new drug they were developing called 89. This drug has gained global recognition as the thing that may finally cure Alzheimer's disease. What hasn't gained recognition is the fact that someone from the ADDC was murdered 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
An ADDC member murdered? Who?
Ouch. Poor Hashki. I know this. It's the name of the ADDC employee who was killed 6 months ago. Alright, we got a consecutive correct bonus, so let's not muck around here. Toru Hashki, the ADDC's vice director.
The vice director, Toru Hashki. Hashki was seen arguing with a strange man in Kamurocho before being found lying beaten in the street. He died in a hospital 3 weeks later. The culprit is still at large. Did you know of this case?
It's the first I've heard of it.
Wow.
Understandable.
I'm not surprised.
It didn't make many headlines. Incidentally, this Hashki guy had a pretty big secret.
Uh-huh.
Turns out he was working for the Kajihira Group, a massive construction company based out of Kansai. Kajihira was planning to redevelop the land the
This
ADDC
music, though.
sits on.
It's
He'd already
great.
settled it with the Minister of Health. Had the Kyorei clan muscle in on the turf too. But the plan fell apart when 89 was announced. Kajihira ended up taking a pretty big hit.
You know what happens when billionaires lose their money?
To the tune of 100 billion yen.
People die.
That's when Hashki came in, swearing to Kajihira that he'd scuttle 89, no matter what it took. Just before he was beaten half to death, Hashki went out with another member of the ADDC. Someone deeply involved in the development of 89. Someone he thought he could manipulate.
What if Shono's the raincoat man? Who was the ADDC employee that Hashki met with before he got killed? Yoji Shono, a scientist.
I'm sure you recognize this man, Izumida-san. 3 years ago, he testified about the murder that had taken place at the ADDC.
Your good
He
friend.
claimed he had seen the victim, a patient by the name of Waku, still alive.
I remember him. You're referring to Dr. Shono.
Mm-hmm. He's also the head of the 89 research team. Hashki was grilling Shono, convinced that there was something fishy going on with 89.
Like what?
He thought they had fabricated data and falsified the effects of the drug.
We're going with, he said both of those
After
things.
all, it wasn't until rumors of closing the ADDC started swirling that Director Kido suddenly announced 89.
Quite the bluff.
Hashki was convinced it was all too convenient to be coincidence. But that doubt didn't sit well with those who stood to rake in massive profits off 89's development.
Are you implying Hashki's murder was premeditated?
Oh my god, I'm not implying anything. I'm outright
Sounds like
stating
we're
it.
finally on the same page, Izumida-san. I had the exact same thought.
Okay.
Taking all this into account, doesn't it seem like there really is something fishy about 89?
The timing's too perfect. That should do it for the explanation of 89. Now, to bring this full circle, link it to Shintani.
But let's get back to Shintani. Just before he was murdered, he called the ADDC and tried to get in touch with a very specific someone. Maybe that phone call provoked whoever is trying to hide the truth about 89. Shintani was an obstacle, just like Hashiki. He had to be removed.
But this wasn't...
What I'm saying is,
like a...
there's a chance anyone who gets too close to learning the true nature of 89 is being murdered.
It wasn't like a... I suppose it's a professional hit in the sense that someone murdered him and gouged his eyes out, but it wasn't sent to be disguised like Hashiki's murder was, right? Although, technically, you could say it is being disguised. It's being disguised by the fact that now everyone thinks I murdered Shintani because he was found in my office.
And if you haven't investigated down that path, then one thing's pretty clear.
Is this the work of the same man?
You have a lot more work to do before you can arrest me. Wouldn't you say?
Whoa.
Answer me, Izumida!
Point the finger! Point the finger!
If you still want to bring me in, let's see some proof. All these prosecutors, and nobody's got any proof.
That's quite a theory, Yagami-san. Truly fascinating.
That's exactly what we were thinking too.
There were details in there even we weren't aware of. You've clearly done your
Are they trying to recruit me here?
I'd be glad to hand over my findings if it'll help. After all, 89's practically a household name at this point. Lifting the lid on it might be too much for me to handle all on my own. And besides, I think I'd rather work with you than Izumida here.
Oof. I'm still thinking this is some kind of gambit, you know, like, we're gonna make it look like we're gonna arrest him for Shintani's murder, so that forces Yagami to work overtime to try and gather all the evidence and do the prosecution's job for them, basically.
You need to lose the attitude, Yagami.
Huh?
Sorry, I need to take this. Yes, hello? Is that so? Yes, you've done excellent work. Thank you.
He planted the evidence. We're good to go to arrest Yagami.
Just so you're aware, the prosecution has made a coordinated effort with law enforcement. We've already submitted a request for the court to issue a warrant. I'm sorry for the call, but that was the verification of our request, you see.
You're still gonna arrest me after all this, huh?
God.
Fortunately, you're not the one under arrest.
Thank God.
I wouldn't celebrate. We're not done with you just yet.
Who is under arrest?
In the interest of closing the case.
Listen here.
Not Kaito, is it?
You know who Shintani's killer was? It's your old friend, Ayabe.
What?
What? Striations on the recovered bullet are a perfect match to his firearm. There's no doubt.
Uh-oh.
He's the one. Like it or not, he's going down.
What the heck? I was not expecting that. Ayabe. No, there's something amiss here. There has to be. How could he? No, wait.
In the roaring din of the city, the death of the ADDC's vice director hardly made a sound.
I admit I haven't really been thinking about who Shintani's killer is.
Death are the vast profits of the AD9
because it's
drug.
clearly the mole, right? But Ayabe's not the mole.
Yagami
It's too early for that.
Possibility that all the deaths were premeditated. But the prosecution's eye for such detail is wanting.
His gun.
And Detective Ayabe is indicted for Shintani's murder.
How did the mole get access to Ayabe's gun? Wow. Alright. Buckle in. So what was all that cryptic messages that Ayabe was giving us that morning when he broke into our office?
Striations on the recovered bullet are a perfect match to his firearm. There's no doubt. He's the one. Like it or not, he's going down.
Apologies for keeping you in the dark. It was imperative for Ayabe to be completely oblivious to our suspicions of him, after all. This is a murder charge against an active officer.
So that's why.
To put it plainly, it takes more effort to actually make an arrest.
I was a distraction.
So, We had to pretend you were our primary suspect.
You and Ayabe have gotten to be pretty cozy these days.
I had a feeling they were using me for something.
Suspecting you was the perfect way to divert his attention.
I see. So this was all some kind of act.
An act? Not at all, I assure you.
Oh?
And I believe you should know. We're aware of Ayabe's side job.
Poor guy thought he was
Ayabe was an informant,
under the radar.
a spy. He was selling police intel on the black market. We plan to investigate those transactions thoroughly, Yagami-san.
Okay, well, I didn't buy anything. I promise.
And so...
And Mafu, you didn't work for me.
It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if we see you again in the near future.
That's me.
Speak of the devil. We were just talking about you, Ayabe-san.
Ooh.
Listen, Yagami, you gotta help. Someone set me up. They're saying I killed Shintani. Me.
They were saying that about me just 5 minutes ago.
You're not surprised?
Not quite. Already heard. I'm sitting here with the prosecution as we speak.
Huh?
Yeah. They're looking right at me.
Staring into my soul.
Please, Yagami, you have to take my case.
Oh?
I don't know where else to turn.
I'm not a lawyer
Okay.
anymore.
I'll do it. It's only fair after all you've done. We can talk more later. I'll be there soon.
I don't think they... I don't think you got away with that last sentence. Yagami, they're right in front of you, like you said. Just suddenly speaks quieter.
So, I'll see you in court then. Who do you have on the job? Izumida?
Yeah.
Should be a good time.
Yeah.
Someone is using you, prosecutor. No matter who that person is, I'm not losing.
Even though I'm rusty as shit. Damn. Mafu, you. I think she got turned on by that. My
So
confidence.
that's the story, Kenda-sensei. We're gonna take the case.
Of course we are. Anyway, you're gonna go talk to Ayabe, right? I'll send Hoshino-kun along.
As long as
Yep.
he's still alive.
I'm heading over right now.
Why do I feel like he's a target? Hoshino-kun should have made the arrangements to see Ayabe. Guess I should head over to Genda's. Okay. Shintani's case has been updated, of course it has. Upon investigating the bullet that struck Shintani, the police discovered a rifling mark that matched Detective Kazuya Ayabe's firearm. Police subsequently arrested Ayabe as the prime suspect for Shintani's murder. Okay, so he has been arrested, taken into custody. That's why he was calling all panicked like he was probably using the payphone down at the station. So, let's go ahead and meet our informant. Oh, we've got a side case up ahead. Right off the bat. Okay. Who do we have to deal with here? You guys? Nope. It's TV itself. We go now to our story on Tatsuya Gamo, the escaped convict from Hokkaido's Abashiri prison. Convicted of murdering a member of a criminal organization 3 years ago, Gamo's sentence had only just begun. However, police are calling for caution after he was found to have escaped at dawn on the 5th of last month. Wait, what? He escaped last month and you guys are only bringing this to the media now? Damn, okay. I guess they were trying to keep it all hush-hush, but then realized they needed the help of the local populace. According to reports released by Tokyo PD today, there is reason to believe he may be sheltering in Kamurocho. Ballsy, I have to say, hiding in a town like this. I guess he's trying to hide in plain sight, but, do you really want to come here? I mean, I imagine there's gotta be a hefty police presence after the Millennium Tower's been bombed at least twice. Authorities are asking that any sightings of Gamo be reported immediately, and urging citizens to take precautions. I feel like they should have said urge citizens. It's worth noting that there is a 1.2 million yen reward for info that leads to his capture. Wow, that's quite a bit of money. Yikes, another day in the life here in Kamurocho, huh? Would suck to run into that guy. For a reward that big? Probably worth keeping an eye out at least. Alright, I'll take the bounty. Search for Gamo. Put it on the list.
I've been waiting for you, Yagami-san.
Uh-huh.
We can go see Ayabe whenever you want. We'll just need to grab a taxi to get there.
Okay. Well, did you book one for me? Like last time? He's got his little school bag and everything.
It seems the news of Ayabe's arrest is spreading like wildfire.
Sure is. Arresting one of their own.
Hey, good luck down at the station.
Okay, thanks, guys. I see you're just gonna chill at the office. No problem. Hoshino looks so agitated that I nudged him. Come on. Let's go see Ayabe. There's a taxi. You telling me you didn't arrange that one?